After a long month, I'm finally back to my double chest day week. Normally I don't really pick favorites when it comes to body parts to train, but throughout the cut, I feel like more and more every day I start to look a little bit less I guess a little bit less freaky after a pump for most body parts. Like, I feel like my legs aren't as defined with the pump, or my back doesn't have as many of the like cool lines and stuff. But chest has been the one major exception there. I feel like I still keep all my striations and stuff in my chest, but it just gets double the size, which is it's so cool. I don't really ever post pictures or videos of myself pumped up, just because I feel like I'm trying to like gatekeep that a little bit. I cannot see these people at the crosswalk. Anyway, but yeah, with the chest, with a chest pump looks so unreal. I'm like, I think that was the basis behind one of the stories that I posted the other day about how, like, I'm sorry to all the people I accused of being like on steroids or whatever, just because genuinely when you see yourself in that peak state mid workout, you got all the different veins popping, all the different striations and lines and the muscles popping. You almost don't recognize yourself. Like, I'm looking down like, holy cow. Which I find it is interesting though, because you'll see people on social media and they'll be looking just freaky, just super jacked and stuff, but you gotta realize that dude's mid-pump. Like, even in half an hour after he takes that picture, when he gets a little bit more flat, it's he's just not gonna look as crazy. And so anyway, just a little food for thought that you honestly really do see the best of people on social media, and you see exactly the image that they're trying to portray, but that's not even what the people around them see, you know? Anyway, a little update on my knee. It's feeling a lot better. Definitely still hurts whenever I like squat or whatever, but it's not like the constant ache that I was enduring on Saturday. I do think I'm definitely going to be taking it easy with squats this upcoming leg day. Probably going to just focus more on like can't even see. There we go. Probably just focus more on like quad extensions and still going hard on hamstrings, but we'll see. I got to be taking it easy anyway because of the whole calorie deficit, not getting stronger magically part. But there is always a part of me that's like, what if I did lift a little bit more, even though there's no realistic way that I'm gaining muscle while losing weight at this point in the cut. Like, I know it is possible to lose weight and gain muscle at the same time, but that really only happens if you're a beginner, and I think it's safe to say at this point that I'm not really in the beginner stage anymore. Like, for a long time I've had the attitude of like, well, I got to stay humble. I'm still a beginner, and I do agree that I got to stay humble for sure, because getting prideful is the gateway to getting hurt. But I don't think I get to have the cop out of being a beginner anymore after going hard for 3 years. But plan for today, probably just going super hard on my chest. I don't think there's going to be too much variation from that. Lately, I've just been focusing on one really good squeezing movement, like pushing movement, or two, breaking that up. Usually some sort of incline focus, because I feel like my upper chest is what's lacking the most with my chest. And then after that, there's going to be some flies. And then either more flies, more pushing, or some pullovers. I do pullovers every week, no matter what, but I tend to split those up between chest and back, because you can kind of do an emphasis of your back with the pullovers, or the chest. I feel like both those work. Oh, I did also get that belt, so I could be doing some weighted dips as well with a little bit of a chest focus. I feel like that honestly hits the chest overall more than bench press for me. And it's what gives me like some of those freaky like lines you get at the top of the pec that not everybody has, because they aren't doing the dips, they're just doing the bench press, which is fine. You can still get a full chest with just bench press, but I don't know, I like to go the little extra mile, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so there's definitely going to be some weighted dips in there. I'll probably be taking a break from those on the second chest day, because weighted dips will probably sneak their way into the arm day as well, with the arm emphasis. But we'll see. I've been enjoying going hard. I slammed a can of mandarin oranges before this workout because I forgot to pack lunch today, so I'm just running on 40 grams of fruit carbs and a dream. So I think we'll be all right. I think it'll be a good pump. I'll make sure to drink plenty of water, and stay locked in on my calories and protein, and you know the rest. I had one more thought, but I'm getting a little distracted by this driving situation here. I guess that should be my primary focus while I'm driving, right? But it is what it is. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I was having a conversation with my roommate about like the gym situation and the city I'm in, and I feel like as a beginner even more so, but I guess even in an intermediate phase, you could kind of get this perspective that like I need the best equipment, or but at the end of the day, you can get a pretty solid workout in regardless of your equipment. Like my family, my parents have like 75-pound dumbbells in their basement, as well as like a bunch of dumbbells leading up to that. But between like the bench that they have, a little adjustable bench, and some 75s, I mean, you got a lot of good options. Like, I feel like I especially I'll get caught up in like, oh, well, I really got to do this movement, or I can't have a good workout. I really got to, like, I'm going to potentially lose my pump waiting in line for 20 minutes to get on this cable crossover machine so I can do my flies today. But it's like, you can do a different variation of flies and it'll be okay, you know? I don't think Michael Phelps had to use that machine to do flies in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find a way. But anyway, I'm just getting off on a tangent now. So, post-workout though, I'm gonna be doing a shake tonight. Perhaps frying it into pancakes. I've been doing that lately. I think I talked about that in another video. But yeah, I feel like there's not that many things these days that get me super full. Like, I either am still hungry when I'm done eating, or I get kind of bloated from the fiber, which is something that happens because of the vegetables, I suspect. I do eat a ton of broccoli and cauliflower and stuff, and I feel like it's kind of easy to overdo it with those a little bit, at least when I cook them. But anyway, y'all have a good day, I guess.